Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Reassembly with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to the modded series, in which we're going to be trying out various mods from the Steam Workshop to try and find the ones we prefer. At the moment, we are starting off with the Reassembler mod, quite a simple but nice mod that allows us to play as a faction, known as the Reassembler faction, which can use all of the different components from all of the different factions, playable or not, in its construction. And in today's episode we are building a new craft. I'm not very happy with my previous one, and as such I want to build something a little bit silly. And what I would like to build is a bullet. Essentially a very, very small craft with a lot of thrust, a lot of control, being made of mostly the bonus melee damage components, so we can ram straight into things very quickly and go straight through various larger craft. We're going to die a lot using this, but hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun while we do it. Pretty much it's the Tesla of the reassembly world. So the back here is going to be just completely thrusted. I mean, even now, this would probably work. It's just having this section vulnerable isn't something I'm particularly happy with. We could use this. A powerful burst fire turret. Wouldn't be bad, also it'd fit in really well, so then we could use these to finish off the spike. The funny thing is, this would actually work exactly how I wanted it to. Now we don't want those there because we don't want the thruster to be hit rather than the spike. We've kind of made a love heart in a very weird kind of way. We're a very loving faction here. Okay, let's just go out with this and see how this functions. I don't think it's going to do overly well, but maybe it'll do okay. I just want that one glorious fight where I ram straight through a much larger craft, just all the way through, destroying it completely, and being happy because of that. Ooh. I've just thought of something, actually, before we go out. We could do this. Now, these also have the bonus melee damage, but they are actually laser weaponry. Or beam weaponry, even. Could I put these backwards as well? Just that looked kind of weird and cool in its own special way. The problem is that's going to drain way more power than we're currently generating, so I don't really want this thing to have a generator on it. Anything explosive probably wouldn't be too good on this kind of craft. That looks, I don't know, like it's got a certain appeal to me. I'm not sure what it is about it, but I kind of like it. Sure, this bizarre Lovecraftian heart is going to be our new craft. That seems completely reasonable. The Cthulhu heart is here. We could even do this. Sure, let's just go out with that then. With a few more minor alterations, it's time to take this thing for its first test run, and here's hoping it's going to do okay. You may notice I'm a little bit reluctant to turn this vessel, because I think the thruster placement at the moment will probably cause an uncontrollable spin. Okay, let's try. Actually, no, that's not too bad at all. It's a little bit weaker than I expected, but again, poor placement, but that's okay. It might be a little bit too weak, considering we're meant to be a ramming ship, so we need very precise controls, but certainly better than the last vessel. Ram that asteroid! Wow, whole chunk of it took out. Not quite as good as some of the larger vessels I've used in the past, but that's purely because we haven't quite got the mass to completely annihilate it. But on the upside, because of the high health and extra melee damage, we're not actually being destroyed by it. Okay, not too bad. However, I am a little bit stuck on it now. Asteroid, let me go. Thank you. Let me regenerate my front section, which is the only section that actually got destroyed. And then I would like a few more credits, please. Also, the lasers, very pretty. If oddly quiet. The music's very loud, but the really quiet. What the noise, the sounds, the sound effects, the music in this game is the least consistent I've ever played. Honestly, of any game I've ever played, this has the least consistent sounds. The volume is all over the place. I don't care. I am going towards the agent. Yes, we actually just rammed someone to death by accident. Also going a bit too fast there for the screen to actually load, which was kind of interesting. You are enemies, okay. We have absolutely no point defense and no shield, so This is probably not going to go overly well. Agents! We killed someone! We actually killed one! We didn't go all the way through, but we actually killed one. That was amazing. I didn't even expect that. So really, we need some more mass. As much fun as this is, unless we can get some serious extra speed on this thing, which we probably could, honestly, if we increase that a little bit. Wait, we didn't even need to increase that. What am I talking about? But either way, we could be a bit silly and go for the whole jellyfish style of thrusters, just sticking back here like tendrils. That would definitely help. I bet there's some other way as well to probably help out with the damage, but yeah, unless we increase the mass of this thing and then add more layers of armor, we probably can't just utterly obliterate things. And we have turned it into a bit of an arrow now. Less of a Cthulhu heart, more of an arrow. Oh, that's really quick. I only just tapped at the thrusters then. Gotta be really careful this thing. Go away. Lasers. Oh. Really don't care about you guys, and, well, we took out half of it. You're too small, and I can't control this thing very well. Yeah, with the extra mass on the back, actually controlling this thing has become increasingly difficult. So let's get out of the way for a second. Try and line ourselves up. Where's their leader? Go for their leader. We still took out half of them, but the weapons it's got, far too powerful. As soon as we get close, because of the lack of shields and lack of armor, we're just being obliterated. But I am determined to kill their leader, as I feel like one well-placed hit will destroy it as well. We've already proven we can destroy their ships in one shot. Being a little bit silly here, and probably going to evolve into something much more fearsome later, but for now... no need to charge in. Okay, charging in. Well, we killed him. We're a suicide missile. That's what we've become. We're not a bullet, we're a missile. We're a guided... we're a smart bomb. That's all we are. I'm stuck, I'm just a little bit stuck. There we go, now we're free. Just do that, slow down for a second, okay. Where's their leader? Just going straight forwards and missing it completely, killing someone else though on the way in. I don't think I've failed to kill someone yet. Okay, let's see, can we make ourselves big enough to actually take a few hits? And so we begin the transformation. Okay, we're going to go for pure size, so let's just upgrade what we've already got. So we're now on 1,000 ship resource. So, sadly, I am going to have to remove these sides. There we go. And remove those as well, just for now. But keep that, because I want this basic shape, so if we can just keep on moving off of it like that, that's probably the best idea. So, let's remove these so I can just mirror it later. Sadly, the mirror in the controls doesn't do what you might think it does. I wish it did, really wish it did, but all mirror does is this. Mirror, 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 mirror. It simply mirrors the actual item itself, so basically flips it. So it's still a very cool thing, but alas, not quite what I wanted. Now this has a lot of armor. Yeah, this has 4,000 health per segment. That's a lot of health. So if we can do this, of course, each piece actually costs a ship resource because of its ridiculous power level, which I hear is over 9,000. Like that, okay. Something like that for the top. So, would I want to go one further? Probably not. Then, what I'll do over here is keep going back, but leave some of the space hollow, and then this hollow space here can be thrusters, extra... there we are. Extra reactors, point defense, regular weapons, anything we want then can be added here. How did I even manage to bugger that up so well? That's like an amazing bugger up. You, back there. No, you know what I mean. Game. No. Yes, there we go, that's the type of mirroring I wanted. I am good at building, yo. Super good and stuff. Then, what about if... mirror. Do that at the back. And this way, these can become our sideways thrusters and even be defended by a layer of regular armor. If I wanted to do that, why don't I do this? Yes, that's what I wanted. Oh my lord, I just realised we're kind of making the symbol for Invader Zim, if anyone used to watch that on whatever network it was actually on. An old kids cartoon, and honestly one of my favourites of all time, which was taken off the air far too quickly. What have I done wrong here? I've done something wrong. What have I done wrong? I don't think I have. Am I just mirroring it incorrectly? It just feels like this doesn't go at the angle I want it to go to. There we go. Why was that so confusing to me? That was not that confusing. Why was that so difficult? 1, 2, there, that's not the same size. Okay, I'll just finish this, then probably cut back to the finished product. So I've been playing around a little bit more, unable to really kill the agent using our current tactics, and I've ended up building this, which is, as you can probably tell, a lot heavier. So I've went ahead and unlocked the heavy duty thruster. For 18 ship resource, these produce 500,000 thrust, which is a lot more thrust per ship resource than the reinforced. In terms of size, it's about the same really. In fact, it's a little bit worse, but not by too much. But right now, we need to conserve ship resource because I want to add more armor to the edges. One of the big problems is the agent is using a weapon with a very large explosion radius, which actually goes through armor, so it damages everything on the inside. With this being the case, we're getting everything here just completely eradicated, constantly. So we need to keep on adding more armor around the edges. Now, I want to keep on adding this armor because it's really high health. It's ridiculous high health, which is really, really helpful, as you can imagine. So, I'm going to carry on doing that, and then we're going to have one more try against the agent. It's been a good 10 minutes since the last clip, honestly, so I'm really getting a little bit fed up with the pink agent who keeps killing us. Here comes the Cthulhu's Heart, trying again and missing utterly. Using the map to try and figure out exactly where this thing is remarkably difficult. Oh, come on, come on, come on, no! So close. Oh, we have no turning capability, that's the problem. Our turning is very slow if we're trying to move forward at the same time. Please, yes! There goes the agent, goodbye. I mean, admittedly, they're going to stay here and reproduce constantly, but we have now got the 1,000 credits for killing the agent, and the Cthulhu's Heart can now escape and start fighting the regular NPC factions once again. So with all that said, let's go ahead and just capture a new station. On the upside of this, with this design, don't have to go around asteroids very much. We can pretty much go in a straight line for as long as we please, as long as we don't mind dying to some enemies who might hit us on the way. But who needs to be careful? Plants are like the one thing which resist ramming. It's so ridiculous. Oh, speaking of plants. Oh, I didn't realise this was here. Hello. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you. I was actually killing the plants fairly well. At least that faction. Not the regular plants, which are apparently made out of the most strong substance in the universe. Okay, let's try and destroy that asteroid. Ooh, hello. I doubt the ramming would actually allow me to go all the way into the middle of that pod. Be amazing if it would, but it won't. Also, now I'm stuck. You have no choice but to ram forwards, but it won't work because I've got no momentum. Oh, no, I have no sideways or backwards thrusters working. Oh, no, I do have the sideways thrusters. There we go, now we're fine. We're fine, nothing happened. Let's just try and find somewhere a little bit safe, shall we? Recoup, then we'll try again. No! Stop! Plants, stop. Stop. Please. We're rather burny right now. It's okay, their little attacks are doing nothing to us. I wish I could zoom out further so I could tell what I'm actually trying to aim. Well, we're damaged, but sure. Nope, didn't even go through the first layer. Oh no, not happening. Oh, of course, because of those spines. Those spines are the bonus melee damage spines. Of course I can't break through them. It's like hitting my own armor. It's just not going to happen. Against the regular plants, maybe, but probably not. I'm going towards that wormhole. I wish to restart the universe. It doesn't restart credits, but it does restart our resource, which at the moment I have none of, so that's fine. This thing needs a redesign. I was just building this up and up to be the perfect triangle of spikes. But then now I think about it, I think the spikes are actually impeding us a little bit. There we go, follow the wormhole. Oh. Can I at least still follow the wormhole? Yeah, I just can't upload it, of course, because you can't upload a modded faction to the workshop, not the workshop, to the... I don't know what it's called, to the network, I guess, I suppose is a correct term, so other people can fight it. It'd be a bit unfair if you're playing a normal game and then suddenly modded faction. In fact, it wouldn't even load because you need the mod. Well, it seems that fate and a bit of a technical issue have conspired to calling this episode quits a little bit earlier than I wanted. For some reason, the game just crashed out of nowhere, completely went offline straight after the previous clip, and now my save file isn't there anymore. The mod is still installed, I've just quickly made a new game just to make sure it still works, everything is fine, but for some reason the game crashed. I'm going to have a quick look on the forums to see if anyone else has actually got this issue, and then if I can fix it, we'll be back next time, and hopefully we won't have the same issue again. It seems to be tied to the fact we actually tried to go to a new world, so perhaps that was my fault, maybe I should look into it, if I should ever do that again, maybe. That is actually a big problem. We don't know, but either way, next time I'll be back at the same stage I was this time, same size, same ship resource. Basically, I'll be redoing the progress off camera, and then I'll be back next time, all fine, nothing will affect the series, just a minor blip ending this episode early. So thank you so much for watching, regardless. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Reassembly, the modded series, is a series you wish to see continued in the future. And I have been reading the comments, and will continue to accept suggestions for future mods. If this one crashes again, I'll probably call it at that, and move on to the next one. There are several I'm already looking at very closely now, which are likely to be the next few. So, thank you again, and goodbye.